I am the superb owl. So, I need to make another video, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, there's some demons around me annoying me. They're making me cough a lot. It's really annoying. Anyways, I got my coffee. I got my cigarette. So that's the thing, right? I'm the superb owl. You know what an owl is, right? You know, it's the bird with the wings. You know, it's got really good vision. It hunts. It's a thing that's, you know, well, a lot of witches, they will have owls. You know, they have like little figures of owls. And, you know, the owl was associated with, I think it was Ishtar? Ishtar. Maybe Inanna as well. Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever, right? But that's the thing, right? So, I am the superb owl. And because, you know, I've explained that, you know, this world is, well, the universe is connected with my bowels, my anus. It's star magic. It's you know, it's how the world is connected to me. You know, my spirit is in my body, and my body expels earth, matter, soil, shit. So that's the thing. I'm the superb owl, and the shit demons, they are trying to be they're trying to be the super bowel. My bowels, basically. It's a magic thing. I mean, have a think about it, right? So, Rihanna, she's the moon witch of the Freemasons. She's their top witch. She is, she's at war with me. She's, you know, she's fighting with me. Against me. She's fighting against me. With magic. If you watch her Super Bowl halftime show that she did, right? She did her, you know, I don't know, 13, 14, 15 minute set. And then at the end, you know, she finishes with the, you know, that song Diamonds. You know, talking about diamonds in the sky. And when the fireworks go off in the sky, you know, she puts her hands up to the sky like this. You know, she's doing the triangle in the sky. And that's all about the, you know, if you've seen the all-seeing eye in the triangle, you know, it's a three-pointed triangle with an eye in it. It symbolizes three eye. You know, it's my butt eye. My butt is in magic, my butt is the all-seeing eye. I'm the superb owl, and the all-seeing eye is basically the super bowel. The bowel, my bowels. So I thought I'd explain. It's how the shit demons are trying to steal my power. So I've been posting a lot of stuff on social media today. You know, stuff like the death of Superman. You know, Superman versus Doomsday. I have to say, it's not something I really watch. I've watched it now, but you know, I mean, I used to watch Superman stuff when I was a kid. You know, I sort of grew out of it. I found interest in other stuff, I suppose. But anyway, well, that's the thing, right? I'm I'm Scorpio. I was born under the sign of Scorpio, November the 14th, 1987. I'm associated with the death card. Okay? And, you know, the death of Superman is called the death of Superman, right? And he kills Doomsday. Doomsday dies at the same time. I mean, it's easy for people to keep writing stories about, you know, superheroes and villains and, you know, who's more powerful, and, you know, they get resurrected like Jesus, and, you know, they're going to fight each other, and there's going to be like 10 million of them all fighting each other at the same time, and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's all about alchemy. This is an alchemy art war. It's the art. Words, art, you know, that's music, movies, comics. These are all magic things. They're all magic things. Yeah, they are. But people don't understand. For a long time, I didn't understand either. I didn't know it, but I found out. I found out because I'm God. That's how I found out. Because I realized how much it was affecting me, and I kept seeing myself being reflected, like things that are happening in my life, showing up on movie screens. You know, the cinema. Yeah. You know, the themes that were happening in my particular situation being reflected in the world around me. So, you know, I couldn't ignore it. I was just a guy, who wanted to, be a network engineer, trade, make some money, have friends, have a girlfriend, get married. I didn't really expect to find out I'm God, but I did, because I'm good. Okay. Ooh, that's a hot coffee. Anyways, sorry about my coughs. I don't know why I should apologize, man. Anyways. I mean, that's the thing, I grew up wearing Clark's shoes. My mum always used to take me to Clark's shoes to buy school shoes, right? And Superman, he's called Clark Kent. Yeah? And I was wearing Clark's shoes. And you know what people call Jesus? They call him Yeshua. It's a magic thing. Words are magic. They really are. That's the story of the Tower of Babel. That's what it was all about. I'm God. I had to stop people from using word magic. And it was the same with the laws of Moses. The laws of Moses, people weren't following the spirit of the law. They were cheating through word magic. They weren't, that's the thing, right? Let me give this example to you, right? Imagine, you believe you're telling the truth, right? You're a truth teller. Yeah, and then as soon as you go to your bed at night and you lie down in your bed, everyone comes around you and points at you and says, no, you're a fucking liar. No, you're a fucking liar. We can see you're a liar. And that's it. That's cheating through word magic. That's what it is. And that's what the demons do to me. The shit demons do that to me. They twist it through that. So people, they're hearing it through shit demons, and shit demons have twisted it, and they believe that I'm the bad guy when I'm good. And people have they've done me wrong. They haven't loved me, obviously. They prefer to listen to shit demons, and that's it, and worship idols and worship all the shit that they shouldn't have done. So it's chaos. You know, I'm death and destruction. That's why everything's so bad. You know, it doesn't. You know, I shout as loud as I can. Nobody wants to listen. You know, the reason why, you know, the Freemasons do shit like that, so they make art, so, you know, they want to make a character called Doomsday. Well, people think of Doomsday as the end of the world. So why not just, you know, take the thing that you're afraid of, personify him in some sort of character, and, you know, try to control the narrative. That's what it is. It's a magic thing to try to control the outcome of, you know, of an event. You know, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to control me through magic art. That's what it is. And people worship it. They think it's fucking great. And that is a massive betrayal to me. And people who, you know, that's the thing. People don't love me. People hate me. People think I'm a loser. I'm God. People want to steal everything from me. You know, I've given so many examples, but here's one. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a guy I know called Mark Crawford. So when I was about 14, 15, he became friends with my mum, who's now dead, right? So he became friends with my mum back then. He's a gay guy, hairdresser, lived in Brighton, so did I. And he became friends with my mum. He was 19. My mum was, well, obviously she was a lot older than him and me. So, you know, a bit strange, yeah. But you know and I've talked about this before, but you know what copyright is, and you know trademarks. You know what a trademark is? Yeah, you know what a trademark is? Well, that's the thing. You know, I totally felt that I was being replaced by Mark. You know, my mom wanted me to be gay. I wasn't gay, so she was disappointed in me. She was disappointed that I wasn't gay. So she did a trademark. Yeah, trademark. Yeah, it was basically, you know, treat him really nicely, and you know, just treat me like, you know, just her annoying son who needs to go away. You know, basically, you know what I mean? Like I just, yeah. A lot of abuse I received when I was a teenager, and well, up until the day my mom dropped dead, and she's still abusing me. You know, some of the videos I posted earlier, that's the thing, right? So there's the fight between Superman and Batman, and Batman's about to kill Superman, and Superman, he's like, save Martha, and you know, Batman's like, oh, you know, because his mother, so Superman's adoptive mother is called Martha, the same as who's got the same name as Bruce Wayne's mother, who died, right? She was called Martha Wayne. So, you know, he sort of, you know, he was like, oh, okay, well, you know, so he decided not to kill Superman. Bit strange, but anyway. And that's the thing, right? Because, you know, I thought, well, who can I think of who's called Martha? And then there's Martha Stewart. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't know that there was a Martha Stewart was like some super rich, crazy woman. Witch, yeah. Okay, yeah, she is. So, you know, I've heard the name, but I never really, I couldn't have I wouldn't have recognized her face if I saw it. But I do now, I suppose. And then, you know, there's the story about baby reindeer, and, you know, that's totally about my situation. You know, what's happened with that guy and that woman, so, yeah, so, you know, it's obviously based on a true story, and the guy and that woman, obviously, you know, that's a reflection of my life. That's the thing, the world, the world picks up on, you know, it replicates. The world is constantly trying to absorb my energy by its copy. You know, the world copies me. Because that's the thing, shit demons, that's what they do. The shit demons want people to act like clones. They want people to steal my story, my ideas, my thoughts, my actions, what I do on a day, all that kind of stuff. It's all about absorbing energy from me. And trying to, basically trying to hide me. That's the thing, right? I mean, if you were, the most important person, if you were supposed to be the most important person, but everyone cloned you, and then no one actually figured, basically, everyone cloned you to the point that no one knew you anymore. You became totally irrelevant. Well, that's what the world does to me. The world wants to be me. I mean, just take a look around. I mean, are you fucking blind? Who's Superman? Who's Spider-Man? Is he a guy who sits in front of a fucking computer all day, looking at the World Wide Web? Or, there's Iron Man, isn't there? Yeah. You know what? On the periodic table, the letters for iron is F-E. Fee man. Well, that's the thing. My mum was called Fee. Okay. And that's the thing, the baby reindeer woman, right? She was called Martha in Baby Reindeer, but her real name is Fiona Harvey. My mum was called Fiona. He's been harassed by Fiona. Well, that's me. I'm the one being harassed by her. I'm living this house I'm in right now. It was her house. She dropped dead. She's dead now. She died 3 years ago. She died of cancer. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. And that's why I've had such a battle with a guy I used to call friend. A guy called Patrick Marshall Andrew. Because he's a Cancerian. And Cancer is associated with the moon. The moon reflects the light of the sun. And Cancer also causes death. Yeah. And that's the thing. I am death. That's the thing, right? I'm death. I'm God. See, people thought, Jesus is going to come back and he's going to be like, that's the thing. Jesus 2,000 years ago, me 2,000 years ago, came to bring life in abundance. But now it's not the same. I'm here I'm bringer of death and destruction. It's a different thing. People really weren't expecting it, were they? Obviously. That's how it is. That really is how it is. I did the work 2,000 years ago for a reason, and now things are different. It's not really that I have changed, in a sense I've changed, yes, but in a sense I'm still the same. It's just that I'm doing things differently this time. But the fact is, people have treated me like garbage. I guess there's no difference there really, but I set an example for people to follow. Yeah. Anyway, I'm putting a bit of whiskey in my coffee. I've had a bit of whiskey today, so that might be why I sound a little bit different. I've had a few swigs. I feel like I'm in quite a good mood actually. I was in quite a bad mood earlier. I was getting quite irate. That's why I was swigging the whiskey, I suppose. Anyways, what the hell am I supposed to talk about here? I'm sorry I'm rambling a bit. What can I talk about? I mean, that's the thing, right? I'm God. I'm the truth. I figure things out. You know, I have the eyes to see. I see stuff better than anybody else. I figure things out. I'm the truth. I'm God. I am the superb owl. Anyway, I was going to do a tarot reading for Mark Crawford. Yeah, I haven't spoken to him for a long time. It's very strange because, you know, when my mum got cancer and she was dying, he stopped talking to her. He was, you know, he'd been friends with her for, I don't know, how many years? 13, 14, 15 years. And then as soon as she's about to die, he's just like, no, I'm not friendly anymore. Bye. I mean, you know, at the same time, you know, well, that's the thing. I don't like her. She was an evil mother. She's an evil bitch. Do I feel sorry for her? I just think so. Well, I mean, it reflects very badly. Well, it looks very bad on Mark, the way he just ran away from her. But at the same time, I kind of thought it was a bit funny. I'll be quite honest. It was nice to see my mum get abandoned. Like I've been abandoned by so many people. Yeah, it was nice. Anyway. Well, that's the thing, you know. People want to have superficial friends, you know. They want to have fake friends. They want to have, you know, they only want to be there when times are good. And when things get bad, they run away. They're like, nope, don't need you anymore. And that's the thing. My whole life has been like, you know, my life has been a really difficult journey, and I've struggled with all kinds of things, and people have shown me basically no understanding at all. The fact is that society, people attack me with magic. They say bad stuff about me. They judge me harshly. They engineer, society is constantly trying to engineer my downfall, which is interesting because I used to be a network engineer. Yeah, well, words matter, you know. Words do matter, you know. Words are magic. You know, people lack understanding. That's their problem. There's a reason why prayer is powerful. You know, there's a reason why, you know, witches and wizards, you know, say words. You know, they'll you know, they do rituals and they speak things. You know, people try to manifest stuff with their words. You know, people do things like positive affirmations. Yeah, because words are actually magic. Understanding how words work, though, because they're all there's a puzzle. You have to solve the puzzle to really understand how the words work. Otherwise, you'll just go round and round and round in circles. Basically. Something like that. Anyways, you know, I'm struggling a little bit here. I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day. Isn't that the interesting thing about, you know, I posted the trailer for The Social Network, the film. You know, it's the actor, what's he called? Jesse Eisenberg. So his name's very similar to Jesus, right? You know, Jesus. You know, he plays the role of Mark Zuckerberg. You know, and he's the founder of Facebook. You know, this is a face. Yeah, and here's a book. Yeah, it's called a Bible. So you know, he's the founder of Facebook, right? And you know, it's really interesting that trailer, because you know it shows at the beginning of the trailer, it shows Facebook and all the people, you know, all these different people who are on there, and the song that's being sung is the song "Creep" by Radiohead. How do the lyrics go again? You know, it's, I want you to know this when I'm not around. You know, I want a perfect body, I want a perfect soul. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah. So that's the thing. You know, people are constantly putting themselves first. They forget about me. They've forgotten about me. Plain and simple. I don't have any friends. I have no family that support me. I have spirits that support me, that are with me. I have a lot of enemies, a lot of demons that fight me, and the most of the world's population, you know, that's several billion people, basically. Yeah, all trying to, you know, they're doing their daily life activities and their words and their rituals, the things that they just do on a daily basis. You know, the clothes they wear, the idols they worship. It's all attacking me. That is magic. That's being, it's designed to steal power from me. So there's several billion people in this world who are drawing on my power, and I have to fight everybody. You know, the fact that I'm still alive is, well, yeah, it's a miracle. You know, it is what it is, right? It's been one hell of a struggle. So that's the thing, you know, Mark Zuckerberg, and that's the thing, you know, Mark was already friends with my mum before Facebook even became a thing. And so, yeah, it matters. It matters. The world is obsessed with stealing my power. How are people supposed to act? Well, people are supposed to humble themselves, put me first, elevate me, I'm God. Not elevate yourself and say that you love me. You know, and just, that's not good enough. You know, you have to put me first. You have to put me first. You know, you have, yeah, that's how it has to be. You know, life in this world is, you know, your time on this planet. You know, each life, well, your life that you have in a body in this world, right? You know, you maybe live 50 or 100 years, somewhere, something like that, right? Maybe. You know, it's limited. And what do people want to do? They want to worship false idols. They want to screw around. They want to do things that are harmful in the long term. You know, like you're doing bad things in the short term and the long term. I mean, they have long term consequences. If people are going to do dumb things, bad things, evil things, sinful things, well, you know, there's going to be a serious there are consequences. I mean, 2,000 years ago, I taught people, you know, love and sacrifice, and you know, I gave people an example to follow, and you know, those people would be empowered through me, God. You know, they would be blessed. But the fact is, the world doesn't care about me, does it? So, death and destruction is all that's happening in this world. For years, I've been trying to wake people up. I've been trying to get people to open their eyes, and you know, whilst going through that journey, I figured out, oh wait, I'm good. And you know, that's been one heck of a journey for me. So. Anyways, I thought I'd do a reading for Mark Crawford. Which deck do I want to use? I'll use my Star Tarot deck. I've been using this one a bit recently. So, Mark Crawford, let's do a reading for him. Okay, we got the Three of Cups. So that suggests a social gathering, friends type of situation. Could also be enemies induction as well. Yeah. That's magic. And then there's the Seven of Wands. So that's someone making a stand. That's someone making a stand, you know, facing opposition and making a stand. You know, I don't just mean standing on your 2 feet, but you know, like for instance, when you're in a group of people who don't want to hear what you want to say, and you're standing up and you're making your voice heard, you know, that's, or you know, people are trying to attack you, like you have like several people trying to attack you and you're trying to defend yourself. That's Seven of Wands, you know, that's what that means. Usually. So I split the deck here. What's that saying now? You got the Five of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. So that's, you know, unhappiness, grief, and dedication to craft. You know, creating unhappiness. There's some unhappiness. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let me just carry on with this reading. See what else we get here. Whoa. And then we got the Tower. So that's an interesting card, because the Tower, well obviously, you know, I look at my, you know, my Facebook page and my Twitter X page is, well, they're like towers, you know, they go up and 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 up. And so, you know, people have social media, and so, you know, they're like, they're tower builders. You know, that's like a tower that's being built. People don't realize that what they're doing is they're actually doing. People are always. That's a magic. That's magic that's happening there. You know, everyone who's doing it. You know, well, that's the thing. Magic's happening all the time. It's just that I'm God. I am the master manifester. I'm the most powerful. But the tower, you know, it's about chaos and destruction. And it's also, you know, a phallus-shaped object. So, you know, it's a sex magic thing as well. You know, it's like the penis of destruction, if you know what I'm saying, right? So then, you know, there's that 3 of Cups and the 7 of Wands, and then there's the Tower. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it's trying to say, but I mean, in Hollywood, someone makes a good film, maybe they'll win an Oscar, an Oscar. Yeah, O, you know what an O is, right? It's a circle. You know what a scar is, right? Like a cut or a tear or something like that, Oscars, yeah. It's associated with that. It's a sex magic thing. So then we got the Fool card. So the Fool, it's a 0. You see, it's a 0. It's a circle. That's the thing. People are confused. They don't know what the Holy Spirit is. They think it's a hole. But people who think that, they're a fool. But the Fool, he's on an adventure. He's out exploring. He doesn't know where he's going. He's off to somewhere he doesn't really know where he's going. He's just happy he's just happy to go somewhere, wherever that is, and it could be a total disaster. He might be alright, he might be lucky. Yeah, we get the idea, right? Hopefully. And then there's the Judgment card. So that's interesting. So right after the Fool card, so he's off on his journey. And then there's this Judgment card. So there's some sort of judgment or awakening, perhaps. Judgment or awakening. That's pretty much the only 2 words I'd think of with this card. But then again, in the Thoth deck, in a couple of different decks, the Judgment card is called the Aeon. It's spelled Aeon. And it's a magic thing. It's shit demons trying to get in heaven, all that kind of stuff. It's basically it's all connected to my butt, my super bowels, right? And it has to do with transgender. It's a merging of male and female. It's got a sort of a transgender theme to the magic, the cards, right? I mean, that's the thing, right? Because my mom was called Fee. I'm male. I've said that probably over 100 times now. At least. So the Fool, and then there's the Judgment, and then there's the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups, I'm a Scorpio, so I'm associated with, I'm a water sign. 9 of Cups, that's someone who's on their own, they're happy. And then there's the Wheel of Fortune. So that's destiny and fate. So, there's the Fool, and then there's the Judgment, 9 of Cups, and then there's the Wheel of Fortune. So, it sounds like, well, that's the thing, I get a load of money. My mum died. I got loads of money, and I'm living the way I'm living. I'm posting stuff on social media. Yeah, people judge me, don't they? People always judge me. They always want to say shit about me. They always want to, talk shit about me behind my back. How strange, huh? Shit demons doing shit demon things. Yeah. That's how it always goes, isn't it? Yeah. And then we got another card. So what's that then? The 10 of Cups. So that's the thing. So the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny, Fate, Fortune. And here's the storybook ending, Happiness. So, you know, what's this reading? Well, it's basically, you know, that just adds to what, you know. So, you know, there's the, let me put this down. So we got the 3 of Cups. You know, that's like a social gathering, friends or something. 7 of Wands, there's this making a stand. The Tower, the Fool, Judgment, 9 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Cups. So it sounds like Mark has judged me, is judging me. You know, probably saying things like, you know, I'm spending money badly, and you know, the only reason I've got the money is because my mum's dead. Why do you think she's dead, Mark? Yeah, you know, years ago, before my mum got cancer, by the way, I remember I was posting something on social media back then, right? Yeah. I remember, yeah, something about, yeah, feminism is cancer. Yeah, I think I posted something like that, and then the next thing I knew, my mum had cancer. But that's the thing, right? And what happened to her? You know, she lost her arsehole. Yeah, they had to cut that thing out. Yeah. She got anal cancer. Well, you know what? In the tarot deck, the moon is associated with cancer. You know, there was a lot of magic things happening. Okay, she died when she died because that's the thing. You know, over the years, I figured out how evil she was. I realized what an evil bitch she was. I realized how sneaky she was. It's interesting, isn't it? The word sneaky. I'm sure the word snake is in there somewhere. Anyways, hopefully you get the point. You know, I think I wouldn't say feminism is cancer. I mean, obviously that doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it really? But, well, it depends how you look at it. I suppose, you know, maybe not literally cancer, but in the sort of metaphorical sense, yes. I'm God. Yeah. You know, all these people going, down with the patriarchy. Well, I'm God. What do you want me to say? What else would you expect me to say? You know, if people want to try to throw me in prison, well, try it. It'll be the fucking biggest disaster that ever happened to you and everybody else. That's what happens. That's really what happens. You know, I suffer, and it means everyone else is going to suffer. Because that's the thing, everyone's constantly mirroring me. And if that's the thing, if I suffer, the more I suffer, the more other people are going to suffer. Because they're all going to get dragged down with me. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? There's a world of people who are constantly trying to steal my power so they can elevate themselves. They're trying to put me down while elevating themselves, but they can't escape the fact that my demise, me suffering, the more I suffer, the more they will suffer. My suffering will be their suffering, and it'll be worse for them. That's really how it is. Because that's my power. I'm God. I'm like the life you know what a life support machine is, right? So if you're in a life support machine, and you wanted to, maybe you thought, fuck it, you want to charge your mobile phone instead, so unplug the life support machine so you can plug in your iPhone charger or your Android phone charger or whatever, right? So you can watch some shit stuff on the internet, right? Hopefully you understand the point, right? I don't lose this game. I don't lose. It really is that simple. I've suffered. It's been a long journey. It's been a difficult journey. I don't lose. Okay? I'll do one more reading. I should tell you what. Let's do an Oracle of the Radiant Sun from Mark. So, this one, might be a little bit easier for you to understand, okay? So, because it has a word at the bottom of each card. So, let's do a reading from Mark Crawford. See what we get. Mark Crawford. Just a nice shuffle. There we go. Romance. Well, that's the really witchy thing about Mark, because the last thing I knew, well, he was with another guy called Mark. So that's a very witchy thing to do. I mean, you know who Karl Marx was, right? Karl Marx? Yeah, that evil fucker. Yeah. Very evil. Okay, and then we have the influence card here. So you can see the Adam and Eve, and there's the snake. Yeah. Take a good look at that. Yeah. Influence. Romance. Influence. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because there's been a magic battle between myself and Mark and my mum. So because my mum decided, that, well, that's the thing. She treated him like her son, and she treated me like garbage to be disposed of. So, and obviously I'd grown up with Fiona, right? I'd grown up as a child, and all the people who were around me were absorbing my power. I mean, let me give you an example here, right? Let me just explain something to you very quickly, okay? So I was Jesus. I was hung on a cross, wasn't I? Yeah? I was crucified. So in the tarot deck, there's a card, and it's called the Hanged Man. And it's associated. One of the titles for it is it's called the Spirit of the Mighty Waters. So it's associated with water, power, and it's a magic thing. It's very important to me. Okay, And that's the thing. I died on the cross to save people so that they could go to heaven. You know, so people could be forgiven for their sins. And you know, they could follow my example. You know, I was showing people love. You know, that was a very watery thing of me to do. You know what I mean? It was emotion. You know, it was love. But obviously, people want to do anal sex, and that is stealing my power, because that's the thing. The Hanged Man. You know, in this card, he's upside down. He's got a foot in a noose. A noose. It's yeah, and he's got his hands bound as well behind his back. He's hanging on a living tree. Apparently. You see, he's got his legs crossed there as well. But that's the thing, right? Because you know what it means to hang out with somebody, right? And that's the thing. All the people I hung out with, you know, that meant my family, biological family, people I called friends, people who were acquaintances, people I worked with. I hung out with them. And this is my energy. This is my story. You know, I was the Hanged Man. I'm God. I'm Jesus. And so this is why I separate myself from everybody. This is why I have absolutely no social life whatsoever for years and years and years. The only time I ever speak to anybody is if I'm in a supermarket, or that's it. That's really it. I don't have phone conversations with anybody. That's very, very rare. In fact, I think I've you know, probably I mean, it could have even been an entire year since I ever even spoke to anybody on a phone. That's how isolated I am from society. It could have even been longer than that. Shit, I don't know. I lost count. But it really is that crazy. It really, really is. And that's the thing, you know, that's why I have such a problem with Patrick, because I used to hang around him a lot. And that's the thing. If people, I can't have any, you know, I can't have, you know, I can't stand in a, for instance, I couldn't, you know, just go to the pub and just have a, you know, a half an hour long conversation with somebody, or even, I wouldn't even have a conversation for them longer than a minute, really. I wouldn't want to, because if I explain to them who I am, they don't want to know. They don't want to believe me. And I cannot stand there and tell them lies about, I can't tell them that I'm not who I am. I can't say, you know, I have to say I'm God. You know, I can't establish a relationship with anybody without telling them that truth, because it has to be on those terms. If it's not on those terms, then it's causing me a fucking problem. Okay, that's why I have to say no to people. I have to. It's for my own protection. Otherwise, people just they absorb my power and they fucking walk away with it. People have to acknowledge who I am. Otherwise, the door's getting slammed in the face. That's it. Okay, so there's the romance, and then there's the influence card. Alright, what else we got? Okay, and then we got the concentration. So he's, you know, he's the devil. He's writing the lips. I guess you could say he's Philip, or he's filling the lips or something. He's writing some lips there. And then there's this star, and it's on a spider web. It's on the web. Okay. And then there's the control. So this picture's Jupiter. So you spoke, you know the god in Roman mythology. He's called Jupiter. You know, in Greek mythology, he's called Zeus, and in Norse mythology, he's called Thor. Basically, I'm just making it simple for you. You know, king of the gods, sort of thing. Yeah. Whoa. And then there's the defense. Okay, so there's defense. Exaltation. That's an interesting word, isn't it? Riches. Oh, money. I have quite a lot of money these days. Yeah, I got plenty of money to keep me going for a while. I'd like more. You know, I would quite like, you know, I deserve billions, I would say even a trillion or more. That's how much I'm worth. Well, I'm God. The world belongs to me. The world is, I created this universe. I created everybody in it. So, what's not mine? Why are people trying to walk away with my power? They won't acknowledge me. They hate me. They tell me I'm a loser and I don't deserve anything. They try to steal everything from me. I mean, imagine, you know, you go to a buffet, right? A food buffet, right? And you put your food on your plate. You go sit down at your table. And then everyone, you know, and everyone, instead of going to the buffet, they basically just come and take it off your plate instead. And then you have to go back, and you just keep doing the same fucking thing again and again and again and again and again and again and again. And you never get to eat. You're like, fuck, there's nothing to eat. Because everyone just wants to steal whatever's on your, whatever is on your plate. That's my experience. That's my life. You know, anytime I ever get a glimmer of hope in my life, there's always going to be people to come and try to take it away. And it's to the absolute extreme. And you know, I'm having to worry about witchcraft be done against me by Freemasons, by demons. Anyway, where's it going with this? Let's have a look at this reading. So, romance, influence, concentration, control, defense, exaltation, riches. Well, this is the thing, okay, so, you know, that's the thing. My mum was evil. She was trying to corrupt me. She wanted me to be gay. What's the situation? So the situation is, I have a gay butt. Basically, I have a rainbow butt. Okay, Otherwise, I'm straight. That's how it is, okay? That sounds a bit strange, but it is what it is, right? And that's the thing, you know, me having a rainbow butt, well, it's a magic protection for me as well, because people keep doing sex magic, and that's how I fight their sex magic. You know, people want to do all this butt sex. Well, I have to do it as well to protect myself. That's how it is. Okay? But here's, you know, it says romance, and then there's influence, and then there's the concentration, and then there's the control, and then there's the defense, exaltation, riches. So that's the thing. The world has been trying to control me using witchcraft. That, you know, that's several billion people, at least. Okay. The world owes me a lot. People owe me a lot. It's a lot of money, and yeah, that's, you know, it's given me what I want. It's given me my justice. If people don't give it to me, well, that's the thing. I'm death and destruction. So either, you know, I get to live a life of, you know, hot sex and have loads of money, and, you know, I get to live the materialistic lifestyle, or the world gets completely destroyed and people are going to be suffering. People, you know, this has been set in motion. This is happening now as I speak. You know, it's been happening. It's been happening since the day I was, since I was since I was born. You know, it's this world. You know, this thing has been happening. Okay, this thing was set in motion a long time ago. Okay. It is what it is. I mean, you could, if someone held a gun to my head and say, "Hey, God, change it. We don't want it this way." Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It is what it is. You can't stop it. I can't stop it. It is what it is. You either give me what I want, or everybody dies. Okay? What do you want? I cannot lose. That's the important thing here. I can't lose. I cannot lose. And the only way people can have any type of win is to love me. People have to love me. People have to serve me. People have to give me what I want. I mean, those who have loved me, those who love me, they appreciate, they appreciated that I died on the cross for them, and they love me, and I love them, and they'll be rewarded. But though the vast majority of people haven't done that, people have failed, and now they have to give me what I want, in order to elevate me to where I should be. If they won't do it, well, they will suffer. That's how it is. Okay. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is trying to say. It's saying romance and influence, concentration, control. Yeah, there's a lot of people in this world, they like to have control, don't they? They like to have power. Yeah. So there's this defense, and then there's the exaltation and riches. So romance, influence, concentration, control, defense, exaltation, and riches. Sorry. Demons, I think, are trying to, yeah, they're trying to annoy me here. Look. So what's this? Romance, influence, concentration, control, defense, exaltation, riches. Let me get another few cards here then. Quite like this deck. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a lot of cards. Look, I'll take that one as well. Okay. Caution. Okay, so there's a caution card there. And then there's the Enterprise. Caution, Enterprise. I'm a bit confused about that. I'm not quite sure what that's trying to say. So I'll go here. Harmony, adaptability. And then we got the status card. Status. Yeah, people love to have a good status, don't they? Like to have lots of friends, lots of money, lots of sex, lots of nice things. Don't really care about God very much. And then there's choice. Choice. Negotiation. Yeah, this looks pretty complicated, this does. Friendship. Indecision. Submission. Oh, I'll take these. Acquisition. Principle. Risk. Okay, sorry. Hang on. Okay, what's on the bottom here? Lust. So on the bottom of the deck we got lust. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, be wise as serpents. Yeah. That's the thing, because you know what the Kundalini awakening is. Well, Kundalini, people, they do the 7 chakras. They do they want to have a spiritual awakening. So they do, it's all about doing the root work, which is it's from like the bowels, and it goes, it's all about awakening opening the different chakras to move all the way up to the brain. And what it is it's people doing shit, literally shit for brains magic. So they're literally using shit as a way to try to, well, that's the thing. They're opening their third eye, and they start getting visions and hearing things. It's just shit demon stuff. That's all it is, shit demon stuff. Yeah. It's not connecting to spirit, it's connecting to shit. Literally. It's a magic thing. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'm God. Yeah, I can do. The ass belongs to me. Okay. People were supposed to love me and put me first. People were supposed to prove to me that they love me, that they're worth being rewarded, that they're worthy of my love. They need to show that they can, that they're committed. They're able to commit themselves to me. Most people have not done that, and they've done sex magic instead. Anyways, what's this saying? Romance, influence, concentration, control, defense, exaltation, riches, caution, enterprise, status, choice, negotiation, friendship, indecision, submission, acquisition, principal, risk. That's complicated, that is. Bloody hell. Excuse me for 1 second. Sorry, just coughing a little bit. Okay, so I'll have a guess at this. So Mark's interested in sex, romance, influence. Yeah, well, there's the exaltation, riches, caution, enterprise, status, choice, negotiation, friendship, indecision, submission, acquisition, principal, risk. Yeah, well, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. I'll say that. I know that. I definitely know that. It's crazy the ideas that people have. They think, yeah, well, if you choose to be a loner, or, like, what's wrong with having money? What's wrong with having loads of sexual partners? What's wrong with having orgies? Why not? What's wrong with that? Why does God want us all to be so miserable? People want to pretend like their behavior is not destructive. They want to pretend like there are, there aren't consequences to bad decisions. You know, people want to just say, "Oh well, it's okay when I do it." People. You know, that's the thing. But the most important thing is you put me first. You have to put me first. The reason the story of Adam and Eve. Yeah. So the second card here. Yeah, Adam and Eve and the snake. Yeah. What happened there? Do you even know? Do you have any kind of idea? So. I said to people, do not forget how you have fallen. Okay? Obviously the story of Adam and Eve is, it's a basic story. It's a magic story. It's vague, but there's a lot of explanations throughout the Old Testament and the New Testament. You're supposed to piece it together. You're supposed to open your eyes. You're supposed to learn. What's right and what's wrong, and what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. Yeah, so that's the thing. People forget that their happiness is in my hands. It's not in their hands, it's in my hands. I'm God, I'm the creator. I created you, I created the world, I created the universe. What you think makes you happy, it makes you happy, and it's made you happy in the short term, right? But long-term happiness, that's for me to give to you, if you deserve it. And if you don't deserve it, well, yeah, you lost it. What more can I say, really? It's that simple. That's how I'm trying to put that as simply as possible for you, okay? It's the same for everybody on who's ever lived. People who put me first are rewarded. So, what I want to do, I want to live a life of, I want to live like, Hugh Hefner, right? I mean, look how he lived, right? In his Playboy mansion. Yeah. Lots of hot women. Yeah, something like that. But more money and better houses, right? Better cars. All that kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I want that. Do I not deserve that? Is that not where my justice lies? You think all the people who, I would, several billion in the, so many people in this world would be insanely jealous of me for having that. So it's where my justice lies, isn't it? It really is. After all the misery I've been through and all the stuff I've done, it's what I deserve. And it's what I want. And if I don't get it, well, it's death and destruction. That's really how it is. A lot of demons that don't like me. Mary, the one who was called the Virgin Mary, she's one of them. There are others as well. There are other people who are mentioned in the Bible who have turned against me. They have changed course. What they did in the past, that's the thing, there were demons that got close to me in order to betray me later down the line. That's some of them. So, That's how it is. You know, there are exes. You know, so Rihanna, she's my ex from a very, very, very long time ago. That might be hard for you to believe. You know, it shouldn't be that hard to believe. If you can believe that I'm God, then it's not a hard thing to believe. Believe me, I was shocked as well. Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Because it was about, well, it was back in 2019, I think. I'm pretty sure it was 2019. When that's when I first got surrounded by spirits. I got attacked by demons. They sexually attacked me. And I went on a long walk one day. I walked to the cliffs in Brighton, near Brighton. I went up to the Seven Sisters. I was getting close to the cliff edge. I was literally probably, about, I don't know, 20 meters away from the cliff edge, and the demons, they started taking me in another direction. Went on a 10-mile walk that day. I saw things in the sky. I saw an evil demon, flying demons, let's call them that, okay? Yeah, I know what I saw, okay? I know a lot of crazy shit happened that day. And I knew from that point onwards that my life, I knew, at first I just thought, wow, I'm either really cursed. But then, obviously I started to think to myself, like, well, that's not something that happens to someone every day. You know what I mean? That's how many people do I know who could say that that's happened to them? Nobody. And it got me thinking, like, wait a minute. So, who the hell am I? Like, why has this happened to me? Why have I been singled out? And obviously, I began to realize, that I had an important role of some kind, and it snowballed from there, all right. And it took ages for me to come to terms with the fact that I'm God. Okay, it was a gradual, step-by-step thing, because after what happened to me, jumping into this idea that I'm God was, I was terrified. I was terrified for ages. I was like, whoa, shit. Like, yeah. But really, all it was they were demons. So, because I've been on this planet for the last 36, almost 37 years now, there have been demons who have been doing their thing while I've been here. So they're trying to set themselves in high places while everyone down here is attacking me with evil magic, shit magic, yeah, shit demons chasing after me, trying to ruin my life, all that kind of stuff. The vast majority of the world's population trying to ruin my life, bit by bit by bit. That's the thing. People who do not love me are always going to be working against me. That's how it is. You either it's like in a game of football, right? You have one team or you have the other team. There's no fucking in between. There's no in between. You're either on one team or you're on the other team. That's how it is. You're either on my team, you're either with me or you're not with me. And if you're not with me, you're working with the enemy. That's how it is. Okay? There is no in between. And anyone pretending that they are in between, that's bullshit. Okay? That's garbage. That's how it is. So, these are very complicated looking cards. It's obviously, the cards are trying to be specific here, you know, but... So I'll read through them again. So romance, influence, concentration, control, defense, exaltation, riches, caution, enterprise, status, choice, negotiation, friendship, indecision, submission, acquisition, principal, risk. I don't know. It's yeah. It's not looking good. How bad it is, it's trying to, I don't know. I'm not quite sure, but when it's that, when the message is that, when the water is that muddy, that usually tells me that there's a lot of magic happening. You know, there's a lot of mirroring energy. You know, the person is mirroring me a lot. They're doing witchy things, or it could just be a very complex message that, you know, it's very hard to read it through the cards. Yeah, I can't, you know, when I do readings, I can't always feel certain of what it's saying, but with a lot of readings, I feel like I can, to a certain extent. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. Anyways, let's do some more. Let's do another reading from Mark. Yeah. So, anything else about Mark here? Okay, so we got the King of Swords. Okay, the King of Swords. And then we got Seven of Wands again. And then there's the Three of Cups. King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. Did I keep those? Okay. Yeah, I just think I need to shuffle these a bit better. So Seven of Wands, Three of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune. So King of Swords, Seven of Wands. So King of Swords, I consider myself to be the King of Swords. You know, I'm the truth. I'm God. Making a stand. There's the Three of Cups. So that's, you know, social gatherings. That's friends. It can also be, yeah, it can also be enemies and douching as well. Because the three looks like a bum. Cups are water. You get the point, right? The Wheel of Fortune, destiny and fate. So, you know, that's the thing. I'm standing up. I'm explaining my destiny and my fate. What it is, right? I mean, obviously, a lot of people are going to hear what I have, you know, are probably going to think, wow, here's a guy who's very bold. You know, he just thinks he can just pretend he's God and he can ask for, you know, billions of pounds or dollars or whatever, and lots of sex and, you know, houses and cars, and everyone's just going to hand it over to. Well, that's not really, you know, that's the thing. Unless people actually really believe I'm God, chances are, well, they're not going to give me anything, are they? And so, you know, it's been a very long road, this, hasn't it? For me. I mean, it would seem pointless of me to continue doing this unless I'm actually God and I have some sort of way of proving it. But you know, I've done my best to demonstrate it. The fact is that it has been demonstrated again and 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 again. But you know, it's something that needs to be examined. You know, you actually have to look at what I'm doing. You have to listen to what I'm saying, and you have to, you know, you have to put the puzzle pieces together. You know, it's not you know, you have to actually pay attention. You have to actually have, you know, and that's the thing, people don't want to pay attention. You know, it's complicated. I've explained it. It is complicated. And you know, a lot of it is, you know, like a lot of it isn't complicated. A lot of it, you know, I'm telling you, I'm saying things, I'm doing things on, you know, I'm post things on social media, and the next thing, watch the news, and the news is reflecting what I'm saying, what I'm doing, what I'm posting. You know, the reflection's there, and you know, how can people not say, oh well, you know, can I not realize I have some kind of power? You know, and that's the thing. I've demonstrated that hundreds of times, but nobody cares to look. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know. People want to try to explain it. You know, I don't know what people are doing. You know, people are just trying to. You know, they probably look at what I'm doing. They probably think, well, you know, Grant, you're probably just being a wizard. You know, you're just doing witchcraft. That doesn't make you God. You know, so what? And then people want to do their own witchcraft and say, hey, we'll all try the same thing as you, or whatever, right? I don't know. Well, I don't communicate with people, so I wouldn't know. I don't talk to anybody. So, I mean, obviously I make videos. I try to talk to people through videos, but I don't have phone conversations. I don't visit anybody. I don't go down to the pub with anybody. I don't go clubbing anymore, right? I don't do any of that shit anymore. All right. So the Wheel of Fortune, and there's the Knight of Cups. So you know, so that's, you know, what's the Knight of Cups? You know, it's the riding of the horse. So you know, it could be a sex thing. It's water, involves enemies and douching, or it could be, you know, it could be romance. It could be romance, or it could be both, right? And then there's the Four of Cups. So that's an interesting, you know, the card. You know, it's. I usually think it's, you know, it's someone who's unhappy, but you know, it's self-serving disinterest as well. You know, it's sort of like, I think it's kind of both, really. You know, it's someone who's, you know, they're not really, they're interested in what they want, and they don't care about other people. I don't care about me. They don't care about the truth. They're self-serving. Yeah. Whoa, shit. And then we got the Magician. Okay. So that suggests magic. Yeah, people are doing sex, magic. Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, the Magician. Ow. And then there's the Eight of Swords, so that suggests feeling trapped. It suggests bondage, sex. I mean, that's the thing, because, you know, there's so much magic that's happening when people are doing, you know, so if someone's having sex with someone else and, you know, it's anal sex and it involves bondage, well, it's it's an attack on me in so many ways. In terms of magic, I mean, you know, it's like trying to keep me in a cage and stealing my power from me. That's what it is. You know, it's that, and it's more. It's more than that. So why do people feel so compelled to do that? Why do people feel so compelled to do the things that they do? Well, that's the thing, you know. Everything starts with how you feel about me. Okay? So, you know, if you don't love me, then everything you do, everything you say, it reflects that. Okay? That, in total, you know, that's what, you know, what you do, you know, when everything's taken into consideration. I mean, it's easy for someone to say that they love me when they don't. You know, it's easy to say the words, "Hey, I love you," and not mean it. You know, my mum said it to me quite a lot. But that's the thing, it's easy to say you love someone and stick a knife in their back, isn't it? Anyways, 8 of Swords. And then there's the Tower. So there's, you know, the Phallus of Destruction. And then there's the Prince of Swords. So the Prince of Swords, well, he's basically like, I don't know, he's basically like a Page of Swords. Yeah, and he's doing sex as well. Yeah. I would say, well, it's a Page of Swords. The Prince of Swords can also be associated with the Chariot. But it could also be talking about it could be talking about my social media as well, because the Tower and the Page of Swords. Because it's basically, this card is equated with the Page of Swords, but it's a male card, so it suggests a male. There's a Princess of Swords and the Prince of Swords in this deck, so anyway, I mean, that suggests, you know, a Page of Swords or Prince of Swords in this deck, you know, he's not very smart. He's probably having sex. Yeah. Okay, so what else we got here? Princess of Cups. Princess of Cups. Well, that's the interesting thing, isn't it? Obviously, if someone who's gay, you know, you could be called a queen or a princess as well, you know. Yeah. So Princess of Cups, well, I kind of view her as a Page of Cups. You know, she's not really in touch with her emotions, really. She's, you know, she's very basic at it. You know, she's not really in touch with her emotions. Yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. Okay, I'll take these. And then we have the Moon. So there's the Moon card. Yeah, you see, you got there's the 2 towers in there. You know, this is it's sex magic. It's confusion, illusion, reflecting the light of the sun. So that's the thing, you know, people do sex magic. They want to do the 2 towers, you know, with the butt. And then they're doing this moon magic. So they're constantly reflecting me, the sun. I'm God. I'm the light of the world. You know, that's my power. And people are you know, they've done the magic, so they're in the moon energy, so they reflect me. And that's the thing, right? Because the world wants to worship those who reflect me. They reflect my light, and people worship it, and they're like, wow, your light's so amazing. But then when it comes to me, they don't acknowledge me at all. They just say, oh, you're a loser, go away. And then there's the Ace of Cups. So that could be, enemas inducing. It could be like new feelings or new romance or something like that. And then there's the judgment. Oh, so there's a judgment card there. Judgment. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Because enemas inducing, it's magic. It's a magic thing. And intentions mean everything. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? Because, there's the, what is this? The Sumerian, isn't it? Is it the Sumerian? It's the, it's the Babylonian creation epic, right? It's the story about the creation of, like, it's the Babylonian creation story. And it's called the Enuma Elish. And that's spelled E-N-U-M-A. So it's basically spelled enema. Yeah? It starts off, it's all about the primordial waters. And obviously enema, it's a sex magic thing. So basically people who are doing enemas are basically trying to give themselves godlike powers. They're trying to acquire my power through doing that thing. You see? Obviously, some people probably need it for medical reasons, right? There are people who are sick and they might need it for a medical reason. But look, the vast majority of people in this world are against me. So, how much difference does it really make? Really? What are people's intentions? People they're either with me or they're not with me. So, yeah. So, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, Four of Cups, the Magician, Eight of Swords, the Tower, Prince of Swords, Princess of Cups, the Moon, Ace of Cups, Judgment. Well, I could read this in a couple of different ways, but I'm standing up for myself. There's three these social gatherings and the destiny and the fortune. Or I could read this in different ways, but there's it's about the sex magic. It's the Knight of Cups, the Four of Cups, and it's the Magician, the sex magic, the Eight of Swords, the bondage, the rough sex, and the phallus of destruction, the Tower. That's the thing. I'm death and destruction. Okay, that's the thing. I'm death and destruction. And so it's my power, okay? That's my, so people want to do, so, all these guys, they want to have, they want to use their phallus in a destructive way. They want to be the Tower of Destruction. Well, I'm God. I'm the Tower Destroyer. I'm the destroyer. Okay? I'm the creator and I'm the destroyer. Okay? People need to stop trying to steal my power from me. People need to people need to put me first. Those who put me first receive blessings from me. But the vast majority of people just want to do witchcraft to steal what's mine. They're not trying to elevate me in any kind of way. They're just trying to just take from me. Take. And obviously, I have to stop that. So this is the thing, there's the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Cups, the Moon, Ace of Cups, Judgment. So, so it's basically saying that, people are acting in the moon energy, right? They're creating illusions, they're doing sex magic, they're reflecting my light in order to pose as me. Okay? Imagine you're in a room of 100 people and they all changed their name to your name and they all pretended that they were you. And then, you would feel like people were stealing your light, wouldn't they? You would feel like, all your opportunities were being taken away from you because, well, that's the thing, everyone wants to clone you and then pretend like you don't exist. Imagine that. It's terrible. But that's what people do to me. And people will have to pay a big price for that one, aren't they? People thought what they were doing was harmless when they were warned that was, people were warned. People were told. Yeah? I warned people. I died. I was crucified. Warning people. Okay? I did that once, right? 2,000 years ago. What should people expect me, should I expect to have to do that again? I think people, they think about Jesus and they think, wow, how boring, what a loser. Why doesn't he, want to have sex and do drugs and party and have loads of friends and drive nice cars and this and that and stuff. Well, the idea was, you're supposed to put me first. That's what it was all about, really. I mean, the story of Adam and Eve was that they didn't put me first. I created Adam, and I created Eve as his helper, right? His helpmeet. Okay? And she was deceived, and he went along with her. He put her first, and I got left out. Okay? They did something. What they did was trying to steal my power. Okay? The serpent said to them, he said to Eve, if you eat of this fruit, well, your eyes will be opened and you'll be like gods. Yeah? When I said to them, if you do that, well, you will die. Surely you will die, right? People like to make all kind of judgments, don't they? They like to say, well, why would God make Adam if he knew that, why would he make Adam and Eve, knowing that they would do that, or, people like to make all kinds of judgments, don't they? They like to, they really like to point the finger at me, don't they? They really, really do. But, from my point of view, all I see is a world that is against me. It wants to steal my power. It wants to mimic me. It wants to pretend that, the world's full of people that seem to have this God complex. They think they're me. Or they behave like they're me in some way. They're constantly copying me. Copy, doing magic against me, worshipping false idols, communicating with, they're obviously working with shit demons. Yeah. From my perspective, I look at a world, it looks absolutely terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. it's very what's the word? It's very frustrating being me. It's very frustrating, but and I've had it's been a real struggle for me. Very, it's broken me down. It's really, it's brought me to tears many times. Very angry, very upset, very angry, very mad, feeling hopeless. But at the same time, that's the thing, I can't lose. I can only win. How I win is yet to be seen. People either give me my justice or they don't. But the thing is that if people don't give me what I deserve, what I want, what I need, then they, people can keep trying to walk away with my power and my blessings, but they won't get anywhere. It's all coming to an, it's finishing. This is finishing. Death and destruction is all that awaits people who do that. I'm here to warn people. I'm here to say, stop it. Okay? Know what's good for you. Yeah, that's me. You know what I mean? It's kind of, imagine you're on a life support machine, but you didn't know it was a life support machine, so you just, threw rocks at it all day long, laughing, thinking it's funny. And then when the fucking machine breaks, you're like, oh shit, you're dying. Oops. It's stupid, doesn't it? It doesn't make a lot of sense. But that's how that's what the world does to me. I'm the life support, I'm everyone's life support machine. And people want to, people are trying to get rid of me. And then people wonder why, there's so much death and destruction in the world. They want to, and the shit demons, they want to keep trying to, they keep trying to play this game of, oh, it's this or it's that, it's, must be something wrong with Mother Earth, or, someone's been driving their car too much, or, just need to vote for a different party or something like that, or there's something wrong with, whatever it is, right? People are always looking for something to blame and say it's this is the problem, that needs to get fixed, or that needs to get fixed, but they all forget about me. I'm central to everything. I'm good. Yeah. I said to the Israelites, I said, without me, I said, your enemies will overtake you and you will face destruction. The only way out of that is to come back to me. And that's it. There's nowhere else to go. That's how it is. I am the source of all blessings. So, turning your back on me and trying to walk away and pretend like I don't exist, it isn't a solution. So, obviously that gives me a lot of comfort, as hard as my situation's been, I know that for a fact. I know that. I know how that is. So, how many times do I have to say it? How many times do I have to demonstrate my power? I mean, my power is there to be seen if you're willing to actually see it. But the vast majority of people won't see it because they're not willing to see it. They don't want to see it. Okay? But there's going to be a time, that's the thing, people are going to suffer immensely. That's the thing, when the more people suffer, the more likely their eyes will open. Okay? And then they'll begin to see what I've been talking about all this time. It really is, it's I mean, to me, a lot of it is very obvious. But to other people, well, you actually have to look at it. You actually have to be looking at it. I mean, how many people are actually looking at all the stuff that I post? I don't know. I hope it's somebody. I hope there's a few people at least. But the vast majority of people will, laugh and mock and insult and say I'm a liar and say I'm full of shit. That kind of thing. Yeah, they will. It doesn't improve their situation. It makes it worse. It makes it worse for them. And it just means that I have to wait longer. So, yeah. So people, people have to understand. They have to put me first. They have to put me first. If you haven't put me first before, well, you have to make some big sacrifices. Yeah. You need to be, you have to put a lot of effort into what you do. You owe me a lot. Do you value life or not? Yeah? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Do you value life? Or would you rather not exist? That kind of thing, right? Because I'm the creator. I made you. I'm not going to make people who are, all they can do is try to steal my power and refuse to acknowledge that I exist, refuse to acknowledge that I created them, and they hate me and attack me and lie about me and scheme against me. Why would, I'm God, so why would I want those people to still exist? And wouldn't I want revenge on those people? Yeah? And I'm not talking about the club, obviously, but you know what I'm saying, right? People in some serious shit. Yeah, and I'm not talking about the Star series or Stars series, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, realize how bad the situation is that you're in. You need to know that. You need to know that's the situation. Once you've managed to wrap your head around that one, then, maybe you'll figure out what it is you need to do. Okay. But yeah. What I'll do another Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Should I do another Oracle of the Radiant Sun? Yeah, one more. Do Oracle of the Radiant Sun. Or Fire Witch. Fire Witch Tarot. Oh, go on then. Do a Fire Witch Tarot. What have we got then? Fire Witch Tarot. Which one? Ooh, which one's that? Hang on. I've got so many decks around here. Got What's the News, and then there's I've got Truth Rising. What's the other one? So there's Haters Exposed. And then there's what's that one? Oh, flipping heck. Oh, what is that one? Oh, What's the Tea? That's the What's the Tea. You want me to do What's the Tea? Oh, go on then. Hang on a second. Just try not to knock my phone over. Hang on a second. Oh. Yeah, okay. Flipping heck. Oh. Yeah, this could be very interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of drama in these cards. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, let's just see what these cards, see what cards come out. Okay, so Mark Crawford got the What's the Tea Fire Witch Tarot deck. Okay, Mark Crawford. Okay, so here's the first one here. Fake flexin'. Acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. Okay. Boss bitch. Runs own business, stable, busy, multifaceted. Boss bitch. Family issues. Whoa. I've got two cards coming out here. We've got fishing for comments. So there's a woman in the water there. She's obviously by the seaside. Yep. It says fishing for comments. And then we got bad karma. Yeah, it's interesting because the word mark, yeah, is in the word karma, isn't it? Well, it's got a K, an A, an R, an M. Yeah. Yeah. Mark. It's an interesting word, isn't it? So it's in reverse, it's cram. Cram in reverse, Mark. Oh, interesting. You ever noticed that before? Cram in reverse. Yeah, interesting, huh? Whew. Oh, that's too many cards. Sorry, I'm struggling to shuffle this deck a bit. Okay. And then we have, oh, is it that way? Or is that way? Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover, fuck buddy. I won't say that one then. Yeah, cyber bully. You are being bullied online, or they are, has suffered from it, etc. It doesn't sound very good. Oh, split the deck here. What have we got here? So you got extra triggered and reflecting. And then we got there, child neglect, bad parenting, scared of, hates parent, etc. Well, that's the thing. My mom neglected me. Yeah, she traded me in for Mark. She preferred Mark instead of me. But then again, you know, I'm Father. I'm God. So, you know, well, you know, in a way you could say, you know, my children. I mean, that's the thing, you know, those who love me I consider my children, but I created everybody, so even those who hate me, well, I still created them in a sense. You know, there's the hates parent. I mean, that's the thing, you know, the world, you know, it says child neglect. Does that mean that the child's being neglected, or is the child doing the neglecting? You understand? That's how magic. That's how words work. You know. You know, people just because people interpret it a certain way doesn't mean. You know, you still have to understand that it can be interpreted a different way. In order to understand word magic, you have to understand that. Okay. And that's the thing about these cards. That's how divination with words, you know, with cards with words on them, like that, especially with multiple words, that's how it works, okay? I mean, that's the thing, right? You know, people talk about karma and karmic, right? Well, karma and karmic, you know, that's like bollocks, that's shite. But that's the thing, you know, the word car is in the word karma, and that's the thing. And that's the thing. The car. I mean, that's the thing. This is a card, and that's associated with the chariot, which is in the tarot deck. The chariot is associated with, you know, a vehicle, like a car, and it's also associated with the bed. It's associated with sex. So it's a magic thing, okay? It's all magic. Just making that clear for you, okay? Okay, so we got haunted, ghosted, disappearing, ghosting, in and out. So there's the child neglect, and then there's ghosted. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm the Holy Ghost, and people want to ghost me, you know, they want to, that's the thing, you know, they want to run away from me, they want to abandon me. Yeah. That's the thing, you know, the world is constantly trying to get me to deal with them on their terms, when it's the other way around. It's supposed to be the other way around. You know, people are supposed to put me first, and everyone wants me to put them first. You know, I've got jealous ex-lovers. You know, they're jealous of my destiny. They want to steal my destiny. They don't. You know, they're jealous of me having my destiny. Yeah. Anyways, waiting. So there's the ghosted, and then there's the waiting. So that's the thing. Yeah, well, ghosted and waiting. I've been waiting a long time, a very long time. Whew. And then once you back, I mean, that's very interesting. So it says there, once you back. I mean, that's the thing, you know, I explained that, you know, I'm the superb owl, you know, and my butt I'm the superb owl, right? And my butt is trying to be the super bowel. You know, it's doing it's the all-seeing eye, the shit demons, right? So the universe is literally falling out of my arse. It's connected to the universe is connected to my butt in terms of magic. And it says here, once you back. So, you know, that could mean that, you know, you just want stuff, and you're my back. You know, that's the thing. Everyone wants to be my back. It's all about trying to pose as my star. Or it could be that you want me back, you know. It could be either. It's not very obvious. It's not very obvious. Strange how magic works. It is what it is. Dirty offer. Dirty offer. Yeah, I mean, that could mean all kinds of stuff, really. Well, that's the thing, right? If I go take a shit, it's a dirty offer, isn't it? It's going off. You know what I mean? It's, you know, it's going on a journey. You know, it's going off on a journey. It's dirty. It's a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It could be that. You know, that song by you know, there's a couple of songs, isn't there? But you think about the song about, you know, was by Aaliyah Dana Houghton. It's called Back and Forth, right? And it goes back and forth and forth, right? And that's the thing, right? You know, she's shit, right? So that's the thing, you know, that's the thing, you know, in Latin, the word for mother is mater. And you know what a pile of shit is? It's matter. Yeah? So, you know, back and forth, you know, it goes forth from the back. That's how it is. That's how it is. You know, it sounds funny, doesn't it? It's funny, but it's true. It really is true. Who would have guessed that? What's that? Marrying for money. Marrying for money. Ooh. Oh shit. Oh, I dropped some cards here. Oh my god. Always partying. Shall I take those? Shove them back. And then there's player, a guy for basketball. I'll put those back in the deck because I dropped them. Is that enough? Alright, yeah. So on the bottom of the deck there, we got Spiritual Hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. Okay. Well, Moses has said he wants me to stop. He thinks I've done enough cards there. So we'll do a quick run through again. Okay. So we got the fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. Boss bitch. Runs own business, stable, busy, multifaceted. Family issues. Fishing for comments. Bad karma. Romantic love affair. Sex fix. Secret lover. Fuck buddy. Cyber bully. You are being bullied online, or they has suffered from it, etc. And then child neglect, bad parenting, scared of, hates parent, etc. Ghosted, disappearing, ghosting, in and out, waiting. Wants you back. Dirty offer. Married for money. So, should I use the Truth Rising? Go on in, I'll use a different deck. So I've got a Truth Rising deck here. It's kind of similar. It's by Fire Witch Tarot. Truth Rising. Okay. Let's give this a bit of a shuffle. These are fun cards though. Yeah, interpreting the cards is, understanding how the words have, there can be little hidden messages in the words, and understanding that you could be talking about, there are various different meanings. So, yeah. I'm trying to explain as best as I can. So, what's this then? Emotional abuse. Emotional abuse. I suffered a lot of emotional abuse from Fiona. Yeah. So we got the in my zone, minding my own business. That's the thing. That's the funny phrase, that, isn't it? Minding my own business. I mean, that's the thing, Well, if someone's got shit for brains, business is another word for shit, isn't it? So minding my own business. So emotional abuse, in my zone, minding my own business. And then there's the manifesting, using the law of attraction, calling in your desires and wishes. I mean, this is the thing, right? So, what happened between Mark and me and my mom over the years, the trademark situation, all that kind of stuff. Well, that's the thing. It's about stealing my power. It's manifesting power. So, you're trying to manifest a good life for yourself. Lots of money, lots of sex, lots of friends, shining like a star, all that kind of stuff, right? That's why people do witchcraft against me. Okay. So keep that in mind. So this is overworked. Someone is doing way too much work. Manifesting. Someone's doing too much manifesting, it seems like. Yeah. Ooh. Tapping into energies. Isn't that a lot of these tarot readers, you know, and New Age spiritualists, you know, they talk about tapping into. Does that not just sound like anal sex? Do you know what I mean? Tapping into energies. And people talk about star seeds. You know, what's a star seed? Well, you know what seed is, you know, well, sperm is called seed, isn't it? Anyway, what's that? Oh, scream goes to extremes for attention. So someone likes attention. Yeah. I like attention too, but, you know, I'm not going to abandon the truth for attention. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not just going to abandon the truth to make people happy, you know. I'm not going to, you know, I like attention from people, but, you know, people want to make me pay a very heavy price for that, and I can't pay it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to, you know, you know, that's the thing. You know, I'm God. I'm the truth. I'm not going to lie to people to make them feel happy at my own expense. Yeah. Anyway, pap smear. Oh, that's an interesting. Yeah. It says here, pap smear. Someone needs to get checked. Yeah. What's that called again? What are they called again? I've seen a few videos where they've used those things. Oh, it's a speculum, isn't it? Well, it looks like a speculum, doesn't it? Yeah, taking a look inside the hole. But anyway, you know, it says pap smear. Pap smear. And that could also mean, maybe it means pa smear. I'm pa, I'm God, I'm Father. So it could be something like that. There's something there, right? There's something. That card's talking about something. Whatever it is. Burnout. Burnout. Burn. Or maybe it's saying bun out. Bun out? Someone's got their buns out. But, well, you know, I mean, literally the word bun and out is there, so. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Whoa. Hang on a second. Oh. Catfish. Someone's not who they appear to be. Catfish. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, I need a couple of puffs here. Puff, puff. There it is. Narcissist. Narcissist. Whoa. Yeah, that's too many cards. It said a cry for help when the card flipped up. It was like 5 or 6 cards that came out there. That's too many. Break free. So there's like a chain that's being broken. Break free. Narcissist break free. Okay. Not quite sure what I was trying to say, but I'll take these three. Chaos. Chaos. And then we got smudge. Cleanse your space, phone, and self. Smudge. And then there's a spiritual narcissist. So smudging, you know, I mean, that shows that's probably a sage bundle there. I don't know what star sign Mark would be, but Sagittarius is a star sign, right? And obviously people call Sagittarius, they go Saggy, right? And obviously sage is a very similar word, right? So, and obviously, well, it's interesting. Well, as soon as I lit the cigarette, as soon as I lit this tobacco cigarette, that, yeah, the card that came out, it said break free. And obviously, you know, well, chain smoking, right? And then there's the chaos. And then there's the smudge, which is, you know, it's burning. It's smoke, right? And then it says the spiritual narcissist. Well, that's the thing, you know, I'm smoking to back. Oh, so, you know, it's sort of connected with the butthole, right? The smoking the cigarette. Yeah. And people call cigarettes all kinds of, you know, they call them fags. And obviously, well, like I said, I got a rainbow butt. Right? I got a. So, you know, all this magic's happening, right? And obviously, you know, I come prepared, right? So, I'll get a couple more cards here. Okay. I've actually got sore hands from shuffling so much. Oof. Almost feels like a bit of carpal tunnel. Anyways, whatever. Ignoring. To a spiritual narcissist, ignoring. So that's an interesting, you know, obviously he's a man. He's lying face down. So goes back, turn to the photographer. Yeah. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. So, yeah, that's interesting. So there's the smudge, and then there's the spiritual narcissist, and then there's ignoring, and then there's looking you up. So, yeah, that's a bit confusing. And then we got the dodging bullets. So, you know, it's Agent Smith in the Matrix. Oh no, it's one of the agents from the Matrix, isn't it? Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. And then we got the an offer. So there's a glass of something. I suppose it's probably wine, maybe wine. Whoa. Bad karma came out here. That's interesting. I'm sure that's in the other deck as well, isn't it? It is. So an offer, and then there's bad karma. And then giving money. Yeah, I'll happily accept money. Yeah. Well, people got to pay for their sins, you know. I mean, that's the thing, right? I mean, there was forgiveness in the in the past. There was, there was forgiveness, but obviously that's come to an end, hasn't it, Mark? Yeah. What does that say? Inside scoop. A closer look, nosy, up in your business. Crying over you. Sad, hurt, upset, etc. It's an interesting word, isn't it? Upset. Upset? I mean, that's the thing. I'm God, right? I'm supposed to be above everybody. So technically I am, well, that's where I should be. I should be upset. I should be set above everybody else. Above, up. You know what I mean? And the word, what does the word upset mean? Well, upset means to be miserable, unhappy, crying. Yeah, I mean, strange how this world works, isn't it? It is very strange. The world desperately wants me to sink to its level. It really wants me down. It really wants me to that's the thing. We'll think about the word understand. Yeah? People want to elevate themselves above me, so they choose not to understand anything while I understand everything. Yeah? You see how that works? Rejected. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm God, and look, you're rejected. You are rejected, but don't forget that you're the one who rejected me first. You know what I mean? Well, basically, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, when did you ever accept me? As I'm God. When did you ever love me? When did you ever put me first? I mean, rejected. Right? Look on the bottom of the deck here, right? It says talking shit. Talking shit. Yeah. Like I said, the world's full of people who, they're basically just walking, talking turds. They got literally their brains are just they're shit filled. They have shit filled brains, basically. In a sense, they they're connected with shit demons. They think shit, they talk shit, everything they do, it all amounts to shit. And then we got this, which is love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. Unfazed. Boss bitch. So that's the thing. Love on the brain. Well, that's the thing. You're supposed to love me. I'm God, right? You're supposed to love me, right? But then here's the unfazed card. Someone doesn't give a shit, right? And then, well, you know what I'm saying. Someone doesn't give a shit, but you get. Hopefully, you get the point. Yeah. And here's the boss bitch. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? So, my biological mom. Yeah, this, you know, I came out of Fee's body, right? Feces, yeah, feces. Yeah, she's a bitch. You know, maybe you, well, that's the thing, right? You know, do you wanna be on? You know, you know, there's some videos of like, yeah, I mean, just you know, go on YouTube and search like, you know, Hindu, you know, worshipping cow dung or something like that. I mean, literally, I've seen, you know, ceremonies. People literally, they got a big pile of cow dung, and they're bowing down to it. They're praying to it, rolling around in it. You know, walking around in circles around a big heap of cow dung, stuff like that. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, this is how ridiculous it is, right? I mean, think about it. Okay, so, you know, you have the cows, right? And the cows, you know, it's like, wow, because what comes out of their earth, you know, it fertilizes the ground, and it's like, wow, you can grow all these crops, and you know, it's fantastic, and you know, and you're supposed to go, you know, you got milk and whatever, right? But that's the thing, right? You know, people want to worship what has been created rather than the creator, me. You know, you know, people want to worship the blessings rather than the blesser. So, yeah, that's what the world wants to do. Yeah. So you're curious about you. And then impersonator. Wants to be you, acts like, dresses like, looks like, copies you. I mean, that's the thing, you know, people copy me, you know, it could be the words, the thoughts, the actions, it could be, you know, I mean, that's the thing, you know, look at designer brands. Look at, I mean, Calvin Klein, right? I mean, you can pronounce C as S, right? So it becomes Salvin Klein. You know, Salvin's my surname. Yeah, stuff like that, you know. The logos, you know what the logos is, right? You know, it's another way for us. It's the logos. Logos means word, the word, right? I am the word. You know, I was in the book, in the Gospel of John, I'm described as the Word. You know, I am the living Word. I'm God. Okay? So, that's the thing. You know, people are constantly, you know, I mean, think about it. You know, there's that brand, Dyson. Dyson. Well, I am, you know, I was Jesus, right? I died on the cross, right? I was called the Son of Man, Son of God. You know, I said, well, you know, obviously the word sun, you know, the sun in the sky, yeah, I'm the light of the world, okay? You know, I have foresight, yeah, I have foresight, you know, I'm Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I'm the light of the world. Yeah, okay, so, you know, I'm basically, I mean, one way of thinking about me is I'm the most powerful magician. Okay, I'm God. I'm the master manifester. I created everything. Okay, but that's the thing, you know, my mom had a Hoover. You know, she had a Dyson Hoover. Yeah, you know, yeah. I still got a bad nose after all that Hoovering. If you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I think that's enough cards. It's been a long video, hasn't it? Is that enough? I've got to go. I need a pee. I mean, I could pause the video and come back. I can't ignore it. It's enough. It's enough. Okay, so anything else I want to explain before I go? Not really. Go on, get a random card. Go on, what's that? Oh, 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone who's, you know, independently wealthy. You know, they're on their own. Yeah. I mean, that could be a whole bunch of people. Do you know what I mean? Could be me, could be you. What else we got here? Oh, Justice. So there's the Justice card. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. Justice. Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Anyways, I do have to go. So, yeah, until next time. Laters.